Everyone loves a Hollywood ending, especially on Valentine's Day. But finding real-life romance in the City of Angels can be daunting. The Times invited readers to share their personal experiences of love, dating, and relationships in Southern California in a feature called LA Affairs. Times editor Renee Lynch told us why she's come to love this column so much.
LA Affairs started as a way for people to tell their love stories, and it's a completely unique property at the paper because it's really one of the only places where the average everyday person can tell their stories. We want all stories. We want people who had disastrous first dates, people who have given up dating, people who are getting back into the dating pool maybe after they've been divorced, just really everything. Don't feel like you have to write it with a capital W. Just tell your story simply as if I just pulled up next to you and said, so how did you meet, or what was your last date like? We just wanted to just tell us a terrific story.
Speaking of terrific stories, Andrew Delman's The Proposal really caught Renee's eye.
Andrew's story caught me right away. First of all, it was from the guy's point of view, and so much of media coverage about weddings is about the bride and the ring, and so we really, suddenly it was a completely different perspective, hearing what a guy has to say about it. And it's just a wedding proposal that goes absolutely wrong, and you just felt for him so much, but you're laughing through the whole thing. So I loved it. I loved it. As soon as I read it, I was like, we have to publish this.
Joining us now, comedian, actor, and writer Andrew Delman and his wife, actress, comedian, and web personality. I like it. Lee Newton, thanks guys for being here. Andrew, you sent this essay, completely wrecked our wedding proposal, and it was perfect, to the LA Times. Regrets?
No, not yet. Should I?
What was so perfectly imperfect about your proposal?
Well, I thought I had planned it out, but normally Lee, she's like a cat person, and when I say a cat person, she doesn't like cats, but she sleeps a lot,
like a cat,
you know?
yeah.
And so normally she wakes up at like 10 in the morning. Well, on Christmas, which is when I was planning on doing it, she woke up at about 5 in the morning.
5, yeah.
Which,
it's Christmas!
It's Christmas!
Yeah, I know, but I'm Jewish, so it's like, for us, Christmas is just like another day, you know, but a little sadder.
It's just Chinese food.
Exactly, in a movie. And so I had this whole thing I thought planned out, and I didn't realize like everyone was gonna propose on Christmas that year, and literally, I had put the present under the tree the night before, and she's already opening gifts, and it's like 5 in the morning, and I'm like, are we about to do this right now at 5 in the morning?
Had you brushed your teeth at least?
Nothing. No brushed hair, no brushed teeth, nothing. And pajamas. And she's super nice. Like, so she bought me 10 gifts, and I only bought her like 2. I mean, one's the biggest gift you're ever gonna give anyone, but still, like, so I'm opening like 5 gifts that she's opening 1, and then I didn't even put it in a different box.
No,
it's like literally in a ring box. And it's there, and I'm like, here we go. And she opens it, and I just like kind of creak down onto one leg, just like at 5 in the morning, and started saying like, we were supposed to go on a hike, and she's like, we don't hike, and I was like, yeah, and then I was gonna make you breakfast.
And
then like 6 hours later, I just snapped to, and I was like, this is the first time in our relationship when Hanukkah and Christmas have happened on the same time, and I think that's a beautiful symbol of our love, and I think you should spend the rest of your, and it was like really nice. And then she's like,
it was thought out.
Yeah, she's like, why didn't you say that before? I was like 5 in the morning, and you woke up, and a lot of panic.
But Lee, you made him do this over and over again. How many times did he have to propose?
We're on a baker's dozen at least. Because it's hilarious, every single time, because people make such a wonderful deal out of it.
And you're making him like step up the game.
Yeah,
step up the game. You're an actor.
If I see someplace pretty, if we're like out in nature, I go, you should propose here.
No regrets.
0 regrets.
No regrets.
I think about it a lot. Like, I don't think it would have been right as to who we are as people if he would have like sat down and had a perfect thing. I would have been like, where did this come from?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah, we kind of just like spurred of the moment.
Exactly.
How'd your family react to sharing the story?
They loved it. They thought it was so perfectly him as well, because they know him and love him so much, and so they were just like, yeah, of course. Like, of course he didn't wrap the box in any other thing that when I saw it, I was like, this is a ring box.
Well, actually, like weirdly enough, I wrote this story out because I do stand-up and I did it a few times, and I was like, it's too long on its own, but I should write it. So I put it on our wedding website, and my aunt, who actually we got married at her house, she reads LA Affairs, and she's like, you should submit this. Like, I didn't even know to do that, so she's the one that told me to do it.
And then she asked for 10%.
And then she asked for 10%, so she got $30, and no, I'm just kidding, but yeah,
well,
it was all her.
We're glad you shared this story. any advice to people out there looking for love in the City of Angels?
Wow. Look anywhere else.
I don't know. Propose to your best friend and don't prepare anything. Just go for it.
Just fly by the seat of your
Just go
pants.
for it, and it'll work out.
All right.
Yeah.
I hope to see you guys soon. I'm going to look
you.
for you in stand-up.
No, do it.
And find you on the web.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for being
much.
with us.
Of course.
LA Times Today continues after this.